Welcome back, chooms. My name is LastKnownMeal, and today in Cyberpunk 2077 news, we're gonna be going through a new radio station that CDPR has announced for the upcoming expansion Phantom Liberty, a new district, and bunch more. So without further wasting your time, let's get into the video. So CDPR has announced a new radio station in Cyberpunk itself. It's going to be 89.7 Growl FM. So what's amazing about this radio? Well, it's going to feature your tracks. So CDPR organized a competition where you have until November 30th, 2022 to submit your music track, which has a chance, if it wins, to be featured in the game itself. So this is what they wrote: get inspired by the world of Cyberpunk 2077 and take part in our official music contest. Create a music track fit for a Night City headliner for a chance to win awesome prizes. Like what? Well, how about having your track in the game? We're looking for fresh music to feature in our community station Growl FM, coming in the Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty expansion. And when it comes to do's and don'ts, do create your music in any style or genre, make a song or instrumental track, accepted vocals in English, Spanish, Japanese and Chinese. Do ensure the track is between 2 to 3 minutes long, and do save your piece in the PCM WAV stereo 24-bit format, which is kind of a standard thing you can do. When it comes to don'ts, don't use or sample copyright protected music, don't copy lyrics or lines from other songs, which is quite normal, don't use someone else's vocal without their permission, and don't include any racist, xenophobic, blah 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 content, which is, you know, the usual when it comes to music tracks, especially when it comes to video games in general. I mean, it makes sense. And when it comes to prizes, it does seem that the radio is going to feature 12 to 15 tracks unless they add maybe something more from their own studio. So the winning tracks are going to be, as they said, featured on the radio station. They will receive a $3,000 USD cash prize, Cyberpunk 2077 goodies bag, and Isotope Elements suite. Again, you have until November 30th, 2022 to submit your track, and honestly, I'm looking forward to everything people are going to make, because I do believe this move from CDPR to actually include the community and people who are gonna be working on this from the community is absolutely amazing and definitely a plus in the right direction. And when it comes to 89.7 Growl FM, they also announced it with a trailer where they showed us the DJ who's gonna be present on this radio, and this is going to be a new character called Ash. And a fun fact is, Ash is played by Sasha Grey, a Twitch streamer and an actress. If you've been following the work of Sasha Grey before, well, you do know she was actually in Saints Row, so she does have experience when it comes to the actual voice acting in video games. And as soon as they dropped this trailer, I knew this voice was familiar from somewhere, and actually when Sasha Grey said that she is in as Ash in Cyberpunk, well, this was pretty much a confirmation. There is another thing people have noticed in the video itself. Basically, in the description of the video it says, get ready for Phantom Liberty, a spy thriller expansion for Cyberpunk 2077 set in an all-new district of Night City. So a lot of people said, oh, it's gonna be a new district, and yes, well, the new district was announced for this expansion long time ago, as well as the expansion of the combat zone, aka Pacifica. I did already show that there is quite a bit of Pacifica which you cannot reach, and I do believe that's going to be at least one part of the expansion where you're going to be getting in. When it comes to the rest, it's good, because having a new district, obviously, with, you know, new quests, people, and just basic locations that you can visit throughout Night City is a big plus. And I'm looking forward to everything they have in this story, especially because they say this is going to be a spy thriller, and having a spy thriller set in a cyberpunk universe can only be good if implemented right and if the story is right. I mean, that's gonna be just your classic cyberpunk experience from like the Blade Runner and everything else, which kind of has that spy detective angle to it. And because they're accepting submissions until November 30th, a lot of people have been asking if this definitely means that we're gonna be getting the expansion in the first quarter of 2023. Well, it certainly seems that way, that the release date for the expansion is going to stay, as they said, in the first quarter of 2023. So it does seem that the expansion is not going to be delayed further. Again, this is not a definitive, you know, thing saying yes, it's coming out on time, but for now it does seem everything is good, and I was afraid that they're going to kind of delay the expansion again, but we shall see. I mean, I'm 90% sure it's not going to happen. If it happens, it's gonna suck, but well, for everything we can do now is pretty much wait. So that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to tell me down below in the comments what do you think about this, and will you be sending your music track to CDPR? Just tell me down below. Also check us out on Twitter and Discord if you want to stay updated with the latest Cyberpunk 2077 news as well as other news from CD Projekt Red. And also huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. This is LKM signing out. Stay classy everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.